Insurance Foundation is the sponsor of the Masayuki Tokioka Excellence in School Leadership Award. His legacy as a community leader, public school graduate, and founder of the Island Insurance Companies continues with the establishment of the Island Insurance Foundation. The award recognizes exemplary public school principals whose leadership efforts have provided quality learning opportunities for the children of Hawaii.
What I did was I dedicated the funds that went to the school to a program, the culinary arts program at Radford High School, which plays a real significant part in our partnership in the Military Youth Advisory Council with the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. And so that's where I want the money to go, because this group of students have been the foundation of the partnership, providing the food and the dessert and the service. And it's a real class operation that the children put out. The Culinary Arts Academy give kids a hands-on opportunity at learning a skill, a trade, and preparing them for the workplace, to shadow people and to learn and see if this is something they like to do. And we've had kids that have left us and gone to culinary schools and have become chefs. So it's a win-win for us here at Radford. Well, we have been promised some funding from the state, and of course with the money from the Tokioka Foundation, we're going to be able to invest in a building that will provide a stainless steel kitchen for instruction and for the kids to not only prepare the food for the MIAC, but to bring in guest speakers, chefs that can do demonstrations for them, you know, in a real professional setting.
The new facility will be definite benefit for the students, and I believe for things that we do like these monthly meetings, we will have our own kitchen, meaning it will have commercial equipment in there, and it'll be set up in a way that it is used for production, also for classroom use. So definitely plus for my future students. My main goal is not so much for them to learn how to cook, but it's more work ethics, attitude, just knowing how to be a better person in the world, or knowing how to get to your goals, achieving them, knowing that there's things out there for you besides, you know, what you see every day.
Kids learn a lot of skills when they come into these programs, to interact with the adults, to interact with members of the community. These skills are priceless. It's something that they can carry on in life. It can help them in their future occupation, or pursuing an occupation, or interviews, you know. So all of the experiences that they go through in this program is beneficial to the student.
I was a server and I poured drinks and I helped clean up. So I did everything basically, and I cooked, I did the salad. Mostly we learned about respect, responsibility, and how to work with others. I enjoyed it actually. Before I moved here, I was in this kind of class before and I really enjoyed it. I like learning new stuff, so this is really fun for me.
This class and this project and everything, you know, Ms. K has done for us helps us not only here but outside, because, you know, you learn how to interact with other people that you don't know, learn how to, you know, gel together, you know what I mean, just be like almost like a leader. I've learned skills in this class that will allow me to be a productive member of society.
Ms. K teaches us how to be responsible for our own actions and how to work together with other people.
I guess it teaches you values for the future. Like Ms. K, she teaches us to be on point. Like she doesn't want us to slack off, just sit around, do nothing, just like any other job. Like a work ethic, attitude. So like, I'm gonna do my work all the time. I'm not gonna procrastinate and go off track.
I think it's a really good program. We have a good teacher, Mrs. K. She teaches us more than cooking. She teaches us work skills, what we need if we want to go into the career. This whole experience for me, doing this, got me excited to go to college and study culinary arts, and one day probably become a chef at a hotel or restaurant.
I have been told by many of the commands that the food is really special, that the experience and watching the kids do something like that was especially a fun thing for them. We expect that the students have an opportunity, like I said, to have a hands-on experience, and hopefully this experience will motivate them maybe to being a chef or get involved in culinary arts. This is a one hands-on program, one academy where kids can come in and find out if it's really for them. I want to thank Island Insurance, the Tokioka family, for honoring me with this gift and this award. Receiving the Tokioka Award was especially significant to me because of the colleagues that were represented in the competition. And there were such quality people, and to be selected as a winner or the receiver of the award was real special to me.